But first tonight on Point, the White House thought today would be their big day. They planned for it. They literally rolled out the red carpet. A massive celebration on the South Lawn of the Inflation Reduction Act. With a relaxed President Biden, no jacket, shirt sleeves, sunglasses, walking around addressing the crowd with his microphone, celebrating not only the passing of his massive spending bill, but also, they hoped, they planned to celebrate the actual reduction of inflation. He was in his shirt sleeves and celebrating, but it was not the image they wanted. Unfortunately, the plan didn't quite work out. There was not a reduction in inflation. They got every major cable news channel to carry his speech. What they didn't want, but got, and certainly they didn't plan for, was a little box showing the Dow plunging nearly 4%. Its worst day since June. Because it turns out that we found out this morning that inflation is still out of control on the day the White House is celebrating the Inflation Reduction Act. It passed more than a month ago, but that was back in August. Everybody was on summer vacation. Nobody watches TV in August. Things were actually going fairly well for the White House. The midterms were coming up. So White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain and the communications team got to pick a day. They got to pick any day to celebrate their big win with the president. So why pick September 13th today? Well, because that's the day inflation numbers came out. So they were hoping to get a twofer, right? The Inflation Reduction Act passed, and then they could celebrate actually reducing inflation. They just needed one thing. They needed good numbers. And there were reasons to think things were perhaps ebbing when it came to rising prices, right? Gas prices were coming down. That's something the president claims victory for. The president, of course, promised good things. They cited experts who said inflation was done. It had peaked. Then 8:30 a.m. Eastern this morning came. And whatever plans they had for today, whatever hopes they had for today, were dashed. The latest data confirming what we all know came out. We are paying more for everything.
Inflation remains stubbornly high.
Inside these numbers, there's some things I'm concerned about. The thought that things are going to go down quickly, it ain't happening.
Ultimately, they're going to start to go back up again. One of the reasons inflation was high was all the government spending. And after we agreed on that, what did the government do? They spent more.
We've actually had a lot more inflation over the last 18 months than recorded in the official statistics.
That was 8:30 Eastern. It got worse from there. If in November we look back on a Republican victory and Republicans taking both the House and Senate, today will be an important day. President Biden's 2 months of talking about anything but the economy ended today. He'd been having a really good 2 months. They hoped that this was the cap on that, and then they could race off to the midterms. Remember, Congress is gone in October campaigning. This was to send all the Republican congressmen scurrying and all the Democratic congressmen back to their districts with a win. We're kind of guilty of the same thing here, right? We forgot about inflation. Over the past couple of months, we haven't talked about it as much. Gas prices retreated from summer highs. That's what we see the most every day is gas prices. Well, inflation's back. Maybe it never left. We just saw it today. It's ugly, and we learned to look out below. This morning, August numbers came out. We learned just how much more everything costs. And it was worse than expected, hence the terrible numbers in the market. Food at home is up 13.5% the past year. That's the highest since 1979. Rent is up 6.7%, the largest increase since 1986. Electricity up 15.8%, the largest since 1981. Health insurance rose by 24.3%. That's the largest increase in a year ever. In other words, Ron Klain had a very bad morning starting at 8:30 Eastern. But the White House had an event today, a celebration. And for as powerful as the White House Chief of Staff is, he cannot cancel the celebration. That would look terrible, right? All the congressmen who voted for the bill need to get their picture taken with the president. It was 8:30 Eastern. Markets closed at 4. The president was speaking at 4. So he figured out a way to blame Republicans.
The Republican leader in the House has already said the number one economic priority if they win back the House is to repeal the Inflation Reduction Act.
But the president did promise a proverbial light at the end of the tunnel, as provided, you can see on the left, by the Inflation Reduction Act. What the president didn't talk about today is the real light at the end of the tunnel. As you can see, there might be a massive railroad strike on Friday. The light is a freight train. The freight train stopped in the event of a strike. 30% of the nation's freight moves by rail. Chlorine for drinking water, grain to make food, coal for electricity, oil for cars. Life without trains shuts down quickly. And 60,000 union members say they might walk off the job on Friday. A rail strike would make the baby formula shortage or toilet paper empty shelves of COVID look like the good old days. And it would make inflation at 8.3%, the number we saw today that tanked the stock market, look like happy times. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.